Absolutely. I have a funny feeling this will be a game today.
Here's Butker's kickoff to Chase Brown, whose brother had a 99-yard.
Again today, they're going to create pressure on him, Jim.
Little play action to begin, and he throws it across his body, and it's
some of these big plays by his legs and his arm.
Here's a 2nd and 10 and a handoff to Mixon. Snead jumps up to meet him close to the line of scrimmage. Here's Browning, going to use his legs. Oh, he takes a beat.
Just very disruptive, and Browning uses the legs and takes a wicked shot.
Never really goes too silent. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back to Mixon, into Noddy. Brown came into the game. Actually, the backfield was Mixon.
Hence Jamar Chase, they're going to have to give him help.
Well, they push ahead for the game. They run it the last 5. Going up top here on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, they get it to Chase Brown. And he's a lot. Born in Ontario, Canada. Here's 2nd and 6. Browning again is going to run it out of the pocket for another first. 1st and 10. A short pass goes to Sample.
Secretly, like they tried to on the first play.
Play action, their 10th play of this opening drive. They set it up for Mixon. He's got blockers. Boy, they did a nice job. But there's a flag.
And also a member of the offense downfield illegally, number 67.
On 2nd and 10, it's Mixon patiently waiting for pass protection. Now he's coming out of the backfield on 3rd and 7 down the middle. Pass is perfect. T. Higgins, 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. Here's a 1st down, tackle behind the line for that Cincinnati offense. 2nd and 10, pass batted down.
3 against Spags, right? The first time you go against him as a young.
Here he is from the pocket, complete, but only a gain of about 34 yards. And McPherson puts 3 on the board. His 6th straight, 6 years as a starter. Pacheco, who had a concussion last week, was questionable.
Back to who they are.
2nd and 1, and out of the back, off the line is the.
I think that was part of the reasoning this week to simplify.
On 1st and 10, here he's going to Rice. Right on cue, he's got Cincinnati. 45 goes to Pacheco this time. He sees an opening. There he goes into the secondary. Pacheco to the 10-yard line. And Von Bell. Here's a 1st and goal. Might be Kelsey time. Here's Mahomes looking around, being chased, and gonna just.
Championship game in the last time they played.
Here's a 2nd and goal. It's Pacheco. He right side. There's Mahomes. Fires it. Touchdown, Kansas City.
But Pacheco's going to go right through the middle. And because they have not used this all year to run up the middle, Jim.
Here they toss it to that rookie, Chase Brown. We've mentioned a few times. Back over to Sample. To game. Browning with time down the field. He finds Chase.
This kid has really shown us something.
24-yard pass play. They go to Mixon.
The trouble is like the corner can hit you on that right shoulder and really disrupt that.
Here's Mixon off the right side. Mixon able to tiptoe through traffic.
A little low.
1st and 10, and they go to Mixon. 2nd and 9. Slow to develop, but he's able to get it away to Sample, and another first as Bolton brings. They go to Chase Brown. 2nd and 8. Browning, well protected, goes screen, goes with Mixon. Mixon knows where the sticks are, and he's to the left side. 1st and goal. Nowhere to go.
Does he think his mechanics is the biggest reason where you use that skill set now?
2nd and goal, and he is able to find Mixon for the touchdown.
Watch this ball placement here, Jim. He throws it so he has to turn, and that makes his momentum go toward the end zone. Another like nondescript, but a great throw.
Here's a 1st and 10. They go to Valdez-Scantling.
That'll do it.
2nd and 7. Looking for help. Mahomes able to shuttle it away.
Right there, and that gets Mahomes. who was under constant duress.
Hopefully we can hold it like 10 or less, not 25 yards. Here's the 3rd and 7, and the ball comes out. It's stripped out of the hands and recovered by Cincinnati.
One guy you have to account for, and this happened last week. Morris giving up too much pressure. Kuntz had 3 sacks for the Raiders, and this was the matchup Bengals had to win, and that is a fumble. Hendrickson has to dominate this game for the Bengals to win, Jim.
Well, that is some play, and those 2 wins.
Nationally.
1st and 10 from the 24. Browning slides. Now is going to take it. He's out of keep us posted on that game. It's a big one. Here's a 2nd and 2. 3rd and 2 here, Tony. Stepping back and away from the heat. Dumps it off for the 1st down. Mule Rider. 1st and goal at the 7. Mixon running out of real estate. Steps out after.
He's slowly having a game right now, acting like it.
2nd and goal. High in time again. Floating right. And he picks up 3rd and goal. Chase at the bottom. Gonna float it to Chase. Chase over his head. Snead's gonna be flagged for it.
Top. As Chase expecting a back shoulder right there. There's the hold.
Pass interference. Defense number 38.
Mixon gets the call, and he gets stacked up. He got about 2nd and goal. Oh, he tripped. Got tripped. Gets on his feet. And half-yard away. And they're going to go up top. No, he's going to run for it. And he's in for the touchdown.
There, but uses that little wiggle at the end to get a little shot on him. Showing on the sideline, and I think we had a little bit on the last one.
Short kick. It's going to hit the ground, and it's a free ball. We've seen out of this team.
It's true, and that's a rarity for a team who's been so dominant.
There's Mahomes' pass, and it's caught to the 40-yard line. Mix trying to sort out the wild card spots. Of course, you got Chiefs trying to win the division, and they get it to Pacheco, who turns the corner. Kelsey not on the field for this snap. And just a little dump off to Gray. His 3rd catch finished to that game. 2nd and 12. As Pacheco. That pass. Harrison Butker. Wow. Beautiful boot. And it's good. See West. Denver playing right now against the Chargers. Here's Browning on the bootleg. Cuts it back and brings him up to Denver, and he strikes gold right there. 2nd and 11. Set up a screen. His catch. But Browning's pass. Dangerous. Oh, the pass. More than any team in the league in the last 2 minutes of the 1st half, with 81 points in the season. There's the punt by Robbins. Bounces around inside the 40 and rolls out to about the 32 at the 2-minute warning. 44. They open this drive with Pacheco ripping off a big one inside the 50, the 40, the 30-yard line before he is taken out. It was the last line of defense to finish him off after a huge gain of 37.
What a great job by Tooney. But then you see, we talked about the safeties.
Minutes, and they did defer, so they'll get the 3rd quarter kick, and we got flags out.
I think Kelsey gets his first catch right here, Jim.
Feel it coming. 1st and 15. They go to Richie James. Spins out of the first 2 minutes. 2nd and 9. Steps back to the 40. Goes on the go. Pacheco. Bear hug.
Stop right in there and read it high to low.
Do have a 3rd and 3. Rushing 4.
That's true. Receivers, and this time it falls on Scantling, and that is going to be a possible touchdown.
Oh. They have to go field goal attempt, 43 yards for Butker. And dead center with that one. 1st and 10. They go ground. And Mixon surrounded by. Have 2 timeouts. If KC is going to keep it on the ground, and they do.
Stop by Casey.
That's a big 1st down.
Does Cincy take a timeout here? Or if it's not there, you don't risk it.
Stepping up. Firing sideline, and it's not.
Goal. He's fighting through it, but perfectly timed by Snead. You throw it over the middle. The Chiefs should protect the sidelines.
Or they're going to go on the ground, hope to run off a big one. Mixon was hoping to get to the sideline.
Too late now.
Yeah, that's going to be at no timeouts for the Bengals.
That should have been a down once he got about 7 or 8 yards, because then they could have clocked it.
Good half of football. Another close one between these two teams. And
so much at stake right now.
And yes, you talk about Cincinnati, they're going to need some help. They need Pittsburgh, which is playing right now, a close one with Seattle. They need, among other things, they need the Steelers to lose one of their last 2 to go along with 2 wins of their own. There are other things that need to happen, but 2 wins, they have a shot. And we go, thank you, Trace. Come the 25, they'll start out with a run play right side that first half. He's going to Kelsey. Put him on the board. That's his first.
Where they like to spy the quarterback, drop 2 guys out and spy him.
Down the field. Oh,
3 wins in the last 4 games. He's dominated those games, and the loss of the championship game, his least output is the pressure rate.
There's the punt by Townsend. And Goose coming in at 8-7. Big half of the season as Mixon. Great pass play, and he goes down for Chase.
Take your time and work the middle of the field.
There's the pass for the first down. It's Hudson. Like this one right here. Just picked up a big 3rd down conversion. Hands it off to Mixon. Situation is moving forward, and I don't care. He just wanted the chance to play. 2nd and 6.
Using the legs again.
There's Chase. Game today. Both sides combined. Mixon. 2nd and 9. Lobs it. Going deep. Down the sideline. Higgins! Looking for a flag. There is one at the 14-yard line.
Didn't hold.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. The ball he placed at spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
Just big having Higgins coming back from a first half hamstring injury. There's the hold, clearly.
And that ball
spotted at the 15. Mixon to the short side. Mixon turning it up. Now,
yes.
You talk about a guy that's low ego, has his act together. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Maybe Bolton inside. Someone's got to follow him.
They hand it off. Travion Williams. Mixon. Willie Gay is there to meet him.
You see, they've really held the ball all day away from Mahomes.
3-1 margin. As Mahomes goes deep, can he hold on? No, there's Scantling.
Chidobe.
That went right through his hands.
Man.
Sideways for this offense. 2nd and 10. There's Kelsey. Standing up, ready to pounce is Hendrickson. On 3rd and 4, they double him up. So down the field goes Mahomes. He's got Watson. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Illegal use of the hands to the face, defense.
He goes in and he really sells it and does a great job.
Watch the
on
catch.
Turner.
Not clean.
And exactly, it was dicey at the end there, and you were like, oh, is it going to happen again to the Chiefs?
The outside for them this season. First play of 40 yards by either side in this game, and that pass came.
If the quarterback runs after, he thinks sometimes.
Holding. Defense, number 91.
It's Hubbard, 94, on the right side here. He's going to hold the back as he comes out, I think. Right there.
Yeah, that's it. Fake to Pacheco. Hilton came up to blitz. 2nd and 10. Cielo, get it to Rice. There's his 2nd catch. Motoring down to about the 13. We certainly are seeing a bright future for him. Here's a 1st and 10 handoff to Pacheco.
They need the guard and tackles.
2nd and 7. He's got time. It's been a weak spot. 3rd and 7. As Mahomes gets Pacheco, big time tackle by who was good from 54 and 43, and this one from 27. Browning set up at screen for Brown. Does he get a chance to turn it on? Breaks through a tackle, breaks through another one, and finally goes for 19.
Yeah, it's a great call coming out, screen pass, and that's why we saw.
They bring Travion Williams in, they fake it to him. And now Browning being chased by Minihue, throws it away. They're blitzing. Browning got it away. Got to get to the 46 for the first. Browning calmly wings it. And incomplete. Snap it back to Robbins. Adamitis, the snapper. Robbins, it's fielded at the goal line by Richie James, and he steps out at the 8. Why would you field that one right there? Here's our 1st and 10. Running around and finding the receiver at the 20-yard line.
Hilton on
Legal contact, defense. That penalty is declined.
Good place.
1st and 10. Now on the sideline, he's got a man open. Rice off to the races, and Rice is brought down at the 10-yard line.
Right here, he's going to beat that press inside. He slips, and Mahomes with a perfect touch ball, and the second in the NFL in run after catch, only behind Tyreek Hill. It's Mr. Rice.
You know what that was? That was the longest pass play of the season for Kansas City, 67 yards. Here's the handoff, Pacheco.
This is the
Pacheco. Oh, look, Jordan Battle, who decks him to end quarter number 3. And speaking of battles, Browning, Bolton, they've all been exactly 3. Here's a 3rd and 3 as Mahomes has time. Now steps back away from the heat, looking, and gets it over to Pacheco. They close in on Pacheco for a loss of a yard. 53, 43, 27. In Indianapolis, they all have the same record, but the Jags have the tiebreakers. Here's a 1st and 10.
division title, and now it is.
They're up to 10 and 6 with 4 straight wins. Here's a 2nd and 8 throw in
6.
Starts right here. Rushing 5. Browning in the pocket, forced out of it, backs up and fires it. Once a 51 and 44 yards. A lot of hang time. Bouncing around, everybody back off. And it'll settle. Series champions and the 3-time Super Bowl champ Chiefs have the football. 1 2nd and 4. They go right back up the middle. Pacheco able. Here's the 3rd and 1. They pick it up.
Punch today.
Here they come. That's Hill. And the pass got away for the saves the sack.
True, exactly right, Jim.
Would have been about a 10-yard loss as he connects. Well, he reached around, did a great job of getting that 1st down as punt. 2nd and 5. Here's the defense yields the second.
The running game at this point.
Here's a 3rd and 3. Roll out. Look at that
job, Jim. When Patrick Mahomes gets airborne, it's where the ball crosses the sideline. We see right at that point he's lifting it. It was a good challenge and a good job by replay to be a yard short here.
Lineman in.
Allegretti. Here's Mahomes. They're going to try to have him running for it. And he fights for the yardage to get it.
I'll give a 2-way go. Pacheco's actually covered. But look, you got to make him miss, and you've got to still.
Tying high 10 attempts last week. 1st down. Pacheco.
Which is never the goal, right?
2nd and 5. Mahomes flips it.
And Kelsey tries to win over here.
Mahomes looking left at the moment. Now comes back over to the right side. Pacheco. And Harrison Butker. Good again. Butker. All the scoring sense. 1st and 10. Browning. Looking for options. Looking for help. Flings it incomplete.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 6. 10 yards.
Because you're going to have Mixon out to the left. He's going to get hit when he throws this, Jim. So watch. He gets bumped right there, and that ball's past the line of scrimmage, and right out to the left out there is Mixon. Many little nuances to it, but that's not intentional grounding.
2nd and 20. Chiefs territory, by the way, says he us against the Seahawks.
Mike Tomlin, wow.
3rd and 17. And they got him back at the 11-yard line.
Not great in the 4-minute, but today they're doing it.
There's Robbins. He booms one back to the 36. Richie James almost went down on one knee. Now he goes. Richie James switches hands with the football. To win that game, here's a 1st and 10.
This is starting to looks like they might have to this year. But no one's going to want to see them when they get in.
There's Pacheco.
Quarter, you see it.
3rd and 8. Bengals need to make a stop. Pass. Rice. For the 8-point lead, and Harrison Butker is the only man to score.
You guys get scared in these moments. Some really love it.
Turning it upfield. His comes in for Kappa at right guard. Setting up screen. Nixon jumps up to catch it. 2nd and 4. Browning. What did we just say? Actually 8 yards on the sack. 3rd and 12. And here comes the blitz. Browning gets hit. They rush 4. Browning down the field. It's caught. It's Boyd.
This multiple times in those in-breakers on huge plays.
That one for 23. Here's Browning again. Hit, kept him alive with a 4th and 18. Here's a 2nd and 16. And it only gets worse.
Those two, he pretends to pressure. If you go on a route, he'll have to go cover you.
Browning down the middle, and he was open. Irwin these days.
This would have been complete, except for the fact Chris Jones makes Browning have to throw that ball a little early.
Browning stepping up and heaving it. Down for Higgins. The ball hits the ground, and Kansas City is going to take the AFC West for an 8th consecutive year.
This was the... And Debbie yelled out, screaming from...
Denver and Cincinnati are eliminated with this result.